Hello everyone! I hope we are all in the good condition. Well, today in this video, we will explain about the connection between course of assessment principles and lesson plans adapted or used by English teachers in SMPN for Padang Panjang. This lesson plans is for 7th grade junior high school students entitled Introducing Self and Others, and in this session, we only focus on several aspects. The first one is concept of assessment. As we know that assessment is the process of collecting, analyzing, and evaluating information about the abilities, knowledge, skills, and attitudes of students. The second one is objective of assessment. There are several objectives of assessment. First, assessing learning progress. It means that to find out how far students have understood the materials being taught. Second, determining learning needs. Determining learning needs is to identify areas where students need further support or improvement. The third, providing feedback. Providing information to students about their strengths and weaknesses, as well as steps that can be taken for improvement. The next, improving learning quality. With assessment data, teachers can adjust teaching methods and strategies to be more effective. And the last, evaluating learning programs. To evaluate whether the learning objectives set have been achieved and whether the program or curriculum needs to be improved.
Types of assessment. Assessment have three types. First, assessment as learning. Assessment as learning conducted before the learning process begin to determine the level of understanding or initial difficulties of the student. The goals is to determine the learning needs. Example of assessment as learning are diagnostic assessment, pre-test, and trigger questions. The second, assessment for learning. Assessment for learning conducted during the learning process to monitor student progress and adjust teaching in real time. Example of assessment for learning are short quizzes, group discussion, and daily assignment. And then, assessment of learning. Assessment of learning conducted at the end of the learning period to evaluate the achievement of overall learning outcomes. Example of the assessment are end of semester exam, major exam, or final project. Next, reflection. The first one, reflection of assessment. From the lesson plan, there are two assessments that used by the teacher. There are diagnostic assessment and formative assessment. There is no summative assessment in the lesson plan that we have analyzed. In diagnostic assessment, the teacher used oral and written assessment. The teacher used trigger questions for oral assessment and also used quizzes for the written test. In formative assessment, the teacher also used oral and written assessment. The teacher used group presentation, pronunciation text, and reading the sentence for the oral assessment. Meanwhile, in written test, the teacher used incomplete text and read the sentence. The second is reflections of material. The teacher used introduction, self, and others in the lesson plan, and that is suitable with the assessment and the curriculum. Future expectations. Our group have several expectations after learn this course. The first one is for the course. After this course, we expect that we can make a good assessment based on the principle, purpose, and the needs of the students. And the second one is for the teachers. We expect that the teacher can make the revision for the lesson plan based on our group reflection. And the last for the students, we expect that the student needs can be fulfilled by the assessment from the teacher.
Conclusion. In the end, we can conclude that a professional teacher must be able to design a lesson plan that is in line with assessment principle and students' learning needs.
Okay, I think that's all from our group. Thank you for your attention.